Hey there, it's Karl Gwinn at La Mesa RV, Mesa, Arizona. Today we have the brand new 2025 Grand Design Lineage, and I've got Mike from Grand Design joining me today. I'm here with Michael Hums, Grand Design. We have the brand new Lineage, and this is on the M platform.
This is on the Mercedes 4500 Sprinter.
Perfect. I'm going to spin my camera around. We'll give you a quick walkthrough.
All right, I want to start on the front of the Lineage and tell you a little bit about this product. What you're seeing featured today is a full body paint Lineage. You can get this in 8 different exterior paint jobs. So you got the gray on the outside on your upper, or you can get it with the white.
And this is full body paint?
This one is full body paint. We also have a standard graphics package. So
perfect.
You have some choices when it comes to the exteriors. There's a couple other choices you can do on the exteriors as well. So we offer an aluminum wheel package right here. So you've got a black package. So the blackout package gives you aluminum wheels and a black exhaust tip.
Gotcha.
And the chrome out package will give you chrome wheels and a chrome exhaust tip.
Perfect.
And obviously our standard is going to be the black Mercedes-Benz wheels. So a couple things to point out on the side of this. Let me turn that down real quick. We're very proud of how we designed the front of this coach. So it doesn't have, a huge nose cone that comes way out over the bunk area here. So we've got a decent sized bunk on the top of this. It's not the biggest, it's not the smallest. We run a little bit wider running board on the outside of this. When you get our paint protection, when you get our coach, you're also going to get paint protection. Okay. So there's a Diamond Shield product. On a full paint, we put a lot of it on. We're putting it on the hood, the lowers, the running boards, the wing walls, and the front. When you don't get the full paint, you're just going to get it on the wing walls, the running boards. We run a European door on the outside of this coach. So the nice thing about this is it has dual latches. We get this from Lippert of Italy. The nice thing about it is it pulls that door shut. It's a dual action latch.
Perfect.
We run an Italian step, so it's lightweight. We save about 25 pounds right here. Another thing we like to point out is the electrical architecture on this coach. So rather than hunting and pecking for fuses, we use all resettable breakers. Then you're standard with 2 130 amp hour Lithionics batteries. And as you know, Winnebago owns Lithionics. They were integral in helping us with our electrical architecture on this
Gorgeous.
coach.
Yep.
You're standard with 3 200-watt solar panels on the roof. So you have 600 watts of solar, and you've got 260 amp hours of lithium batteries. We've got a 40-inch exterior television on this coach. All of the TVs on this are 12-volt TVs. We've got a big LP bottle on this coach, so you're 20.3 gallons. You got a storage bay right here. We also put the inverter in this coach, so the nice thing about it is you got a 1,000 watt inverter standard on this coach for powering your outlets and everything else.
Awesome.
Then your DC to DC
now,
converters.
propane tank, didn't you say that's a little larger than normal?
Yeah, there's some different sizes out there.
What are we using here?
This is 20.3 gallons. Remember, you can only fill a propane tank 80% full.
Awesome.
So we've got a stereo system that we run on our toy haulers on the outside of this. So it's a Rockford system. It sounds fantastic.
Yep. Rockford Fosgate speakers, marine grade.
It's a marine grade. Yep.
Perfect.
Radio and speakers. You see that product. It's very prevalent in the off-road industry and the side-by-side utility market, marine market. The way our cap kind of wraps around. So we're standard with a Girard armless awning on here. It's got the 3-speed wind sensor. It's got a multi-speed wind sensor. Got an LED strip, and then we've got the. We call it our luggage rack that goes out and around the side of this coach. It really accents what we're doing up on the roof.
Yes.
We have a fiberglass roof on the outside, so you're, an 1.5 wall, 1.5 floor, then you've got your vacuum bonded roof. We talk a lot about our truss structure. So we came up with these baggage doors. The neat thing about them is you don't have the little thumb latches or whatnot. You've got a slam latch luggage door. And if you stand back a little bit, one of the neat things about this coach is, we have a lit beltline rail. And the neat thing about this is it's just some indirect lighting down in your campsite, similar to what you're getting from your awning.
Now, does this light come on when you put it in reverse?
Comes on when you put it in reverse. If you hit lock on your key fob, it blinks. You hit unlock, it stays on.
Yeah, look at the light on the ground, and we're in a lit showroom here, and that light is going to really show up well in the backup mirrors.
We've got it hooked up to the chassis as well. So the nice thing is when you open up the door, lights come on as entry and exit lighting. We really like the rear cap on this coach. So if you look, all your lights are LED lights and they're blacked out. So much like you see on some of the Escalades and the bigger products.
Oh yeah, they are blacked out.
Really big, long.
And the little marker lights up top are blacked out. Gorgeous.
So this particular coach here is our 25 FW. Some things we did different. We went with a little bit deeper slide than some of the competitors that are out there.
Okay.
We're the first ones putting acrylic windows on our slide room end walls, so it brings a lot of natural light into the coach. You're standard with a Truma hot water heater.
Okay.
You get down into this bay here, you know, we like to say plumb by shark bite. Our plumbing system in this coach is all done by shark bite, which are the push to connect fittings.
I've heard about it. It's great. Truma hot water.
Truma hot water heater. You've got a gravity tank fill right there for your freshwater tank. All your tanks are right around 35 gallons, gray, fresh, and black. You've got access to your storage here, so you got a huge outside storage bay.
Now with a slide this large, what kind of slide system are we using here?
This is a Lippert slim rack system.
Slim rack, okay.
Yep. So over here, you've got an additional storage bay here in the slide. All of these bays are lit. They're also on timer, so if you forget to turn a bay light off, they'll automatically time out.
Yeah.
You've got another big storage bay underneath this right here.
Yep. All rotocast?
All rotocast, and then right here, you're gonna have access to your generator. So you've got a 3.6 kilowatt Onan LP generator.
Gotcha.
So kind of walking around the back side of this right here, you know, we have the black slide room end walls, so you kind of lose some of the framing of the windows and your slim racks.
Yep.
And then we've got our side camera here, and you're standard with side cameras and backup cameras. So the Mercedes 4500, a lot to talk about on the inside.
Now, a lot of people don't realize that they make a 3500, a 2500, and this is the 4500. I think it's the largest that we can put.
It is. So this coach here, you've got a 12,125 GVW. So,
awesome. Great.
Gives us a little bit more to build with.
That's awesome.
All
Let's
right,
hop inside. Hey, Mike, why don't you tell me about the inside of this?
All right. So on the inside, we're very proud of how all of our molded parts on the front of this turned out. We molded everything in here. We did some things a little bit different in. You've got cubbies on each side. Production units, they'll have, you know, cup holders on each side, a little storage bin. You know, with the push of a button, you've got a power shade right here, you know, for privacy and whatnot. Then we have our cab over air system. So the neat thing is we spent a lot of time on HVAC on this product.
Yes.
We came up with these, you know, similar to a linear slot diffuser. Your air comes down and turns a little bit different. And we have a square theme in here, whether it's the doorknobs or, you know, your linear slot drains, your pull handles, everything's very square in here. So what this does is we run a central return air system right here. This air conditioning system performs very, very well. It's very, very quiet. So we can return air from all four sides. You got a residential filter in the back, and then it supplies these. And then at the end of this, where your air comes in, this will actually turn and come down. So we've got a magnetic strip up here, right? So you throw your privacy curtain up to keep the kids in here, right? They're still going to get air up in here.
That's a great.
On some of these coaches, you've got a dark front cap. So we wanted to make sure we were cool in the front of coach.
That is fantastic.
This coach is standard with a lot of items. I'll give you a good example. We run a dual headrest, so there's kind of a hidden safe right here in each one of the headrests of these chairs.
Probably big enough for a piece. I mean, to hide your goodies.
Valuables.
Yes, valuables.
So this coach right here, as you see, is equipped with a dinette. And one of the neat things about this is we framed a lot of stuff in this coach, whether it's the dinette, the pantry, the back walls, the shower wall, everything in this coach is framed out of aluminum. So you get two huge storage drawers right here. You've got one seat belt at the front facing, one seat belt at the rear facing. This makes down into a nice bed. The other thing we like to talk about is our window package. We have an acrylic window package here. You know, there's little clicks you can hear, 1, 2, 3. These windows will open way up. You know, you pull down and you get your screen, or you pull up and you get a nightshade.
Awesome.
You know, you've got USBs, USB-Cs, 110. You can kind of direct the power to each way. You can hold them down and they'll dim. One of the things that was sort of aggressive for us in our design is we went with a dark ceiling package. You know, and as you look up, people would think, wow, it's going to feel real small or confined, but it's very modern, it's very warm, and quite frankly, it's just a different look in here.
It's pretty nice.
We offer storage behind the television, and then everything up here is going to be prepped. You got prepped up there for an HDMI. You've got a prep over here, whether you're going to do a Starlink system. So all the TVs, like I mentioned on the outside, are 12 volt. We have a 40-inch on the outside, a 32-inch in the living area, and then a 32-inch in the back of the coach. Right here in the kitchen area, you know, you've got a flip-down sponge drawer, and you know, all of these latches will latch, and they're all soft close.
Beautiful.
We run a smart sink, so you've got a little cutting board that'll slide around in here. You've got a pull-out faucet. You got a bottle washer or glass washer right here. You'll push down on it. We added a little bit bigger kitchen window in this coach. We have a 2-burner cooktop on here. And the nice thing about this is now we've got a convection microwave with an air fryer. So kind of a layout for the kitchen. Now, when you come over this direction here, one of the things you'll see is you know, as you stick your hand in, there's a motion sensor on here. But you know, these are all undermounted drawer guides that are soft closed. They're dovetail drawer boxes. You know, the nice thing about this is there's tons of storage inside of this coach.
Now, one thing I noticed, this bed, a lot of people tend to sit right here on the edge, maybe to put their shoes on or something. And I see a lot of RV mattresses break down right here.
Well, let me demo the bed for you real quick.
Okay, Mike, tell me about this king-size bed. Now, what's the size? 80-inch?
So this is a 70-inch wide by 80-inch long king-size bed.
Oh, my gosh.
And you get to a lot of the Sprinter floor plans, and a lot of these are 70, 72, 74. They're very short beds. So
right.
Anyone who's taller than 5'7" or 5'8", your feet aren't going to hang off the end of the bed. You know, you had asked me earlier about the difference. Obviously, this is on our slide platform.
Yes.
The whole point of this deep slide is a couple of things. Number one, it allows us to pull this wall out. So now I can have a bigger bathroom, a bigger shower in there.
Okay.
Secondly, it gives us the ability to have this king-size bed in this coach. And we've done a couple things. You know, when you flip the bed over for travel mode right here, we still got some plastic on there to keep it new.
Yep.
So in this area right here, this is access to that big storage box that I showed you on the outside.
Yep, there's the back of the door.
There's also a service panel here if you have to get to anything, your converter, your G12 board. There's a bunch of electrical stuff in here, so we block that off. But the neat thing is you know, this bed folds out. A lot of people were asking, what's this look like when the slide is in the in position? And you're still able to get into the restroom, everything else, get to the back of the coach.
Awesome.
So I wanted to show you a little bit about how this bed is made. It's an Intratec product. They're in Detroit, Elkhart, Indiana. It's
Okay.
kind of a neat product. So we reinforced the horseshoe portion of this bed.
I see
You
it.
had mentioned earlier about sitting on the end of it. So
Yes.
you know, this product here, it's kind of like ramen noodles. You know, it's resistant to mildew, mold, moisture, all that
But
stuff.
this here eliminates that breakdown, people sitting on the edge of that bed.
So the top part of this is memory foam.
Yes.
And then there's different layers to this mattress. One of the things most RV companies skimp on is a mattress. So we worked with this supplier to make sure that when people are laying on this bed, they don't feel the seam that's right here. It's a big bed. And then on that side over here, we've got an area that's got 110, USB, USB-C. There's additional charging ports right here in the lights. You know, you've got a huge window right here in the bedroom area. Down here, I've got USB, USB-C, and power. Then this pulls out like a nightstand. You can flip it up, put your teeth, your glasses, your book, your phone, whatever you go to bed with
Gorgeous.
at night. You know, you've got motion sensor in here as well. So as soon as you open it up, your lights come on inside of here. And then you've got down in this area here, you've got a USB 110 and cable port. So if you're going to hook up a Fire Stick or whatnot to your television,
Awesome.
you'll see that in this area.
Now, tell me, one thing we missed. We talked about the bed. This fridge, I've got to tell you, looks fantastic.
So this is a part of our Furrion appliance suite. It's a 10 cubic foot, 12 volt refrigerator. You've got the drawer freezer on the bottom, and then you can open each of these up right here, and full ice water.
And this
at the
is
moment.
12 volt.
It's 12 volts. So one of our goals with 600 watts of solar was to be able to try and be able to operate all your 12 volt stuff without drawing on your batteries too
Awesome.
hard. So as you get towards this area here, you walk into the restroom. And one thing I like to point out is we run a lighted shower dome, and we had a large shower dome made. You heard me say about the deep slide moving this wall. Your 34 by 28 are your shower dimensions in this coach. Then we run a linear slot drain. You know, the advantage to that is you get into a lot of campsites that aren't level. It's going to allow that water to run more towards that drain rather than a little circle in there. And then the anti-slip pad that's on that coach will help as well.
Gotcha.
And then, you know, as you look through that coach, production models will have a porcelain stool back there. And then you'll also notice that, you know, the way we've angled the stool, it's really easy to do your business in here, right?
Gotcha.
So all of our sinks are deeper sinks than what a lot of the competitors have. We laser engrave our
real
company
deep.
logo on there.
Okay, Mike. God, the appliances in here are just awesome. And the counter space with this extension right here, it looks like it's not just an afterthought.
Well, I mean, for a small coach, you're what, a 17, 18 foot box on here. we're limited in counter space.
Yeah.
You get a nice flip-up countertop right here, and then your screen door is a little bit different product than you're used to seeing as well.
Okay. And then I did notice when I came into the coach that it looks like you're using the Firefly system that a lot of people use.
So we dug pretty deep with Firefly on what we wanted to do, and I'll give you some examples. You know, we're trying to be able to help customers regulate, you know, fuel, DPF, DEF, idle times. So there's a lot of information.
A lot of people don't know what DPF is, and isn't that a diesel particulate?
That's an emissions thing, yes. So,
okay.
You know, it's, you know, when you idle your coach, you're filling that filter. So what you don't want to do is sit there and idle a Mercedes chassis for an extended period of time.
Gotcha.
That's something they're not interested in. So, you know, we got gray, fresh, black, LP on one screen. Mm-hmm. We also run true level tank sensors on here from Firefly. So you're not using the old diodes, one third, 2/3, 3/3 full.
Yep.
So, you know, when you get into this, you've got your master on off for all your lights. You can customize the lighting package in this a little bit. Right here, you know, we also run a Southwire transfer switch, so you're load shedding. You know, you're going to try and run the air conditioner at the same time as the microwave.
Right.
This is a 30 amp coach, so it's going to allow you to customize some of the stuff that you're doing with loads.
Now I see something on here new though. It looks like something to do with the chassis.
Yeah,
Isn't
so we're running a C2C module, and that's basically what's allowing us to communicate the chassis to the body.
Awesome.
So
okay.
You come back down here, you know, you've got your temperature settings. We run this Gwinn air conditioning system. I think you can go without question, it's the quietest in the industry.
Absolutely.
It's very efficient. We spent a lot of time and money on a 30 amp coach getting them to cool. That's a big deal.
And it's a 15,000 BTU system, not a 13.5 like a lot of other competitors.
Runs on a 15 amp breaker, so there's a lot of features to this. On here, you're also going to have, you know, a little warning screen, and what that's going to do is it's going to say, hey, wait a minute, did you flip the bed over? Yes or no?
Right.
By the way, did you run your slide room in windows in? Yes or no? So, and it's not something you can just push.
Right.
You got to hold it to make sure that it's going to activate.
Right.
Then you'll get into some of the settings of the Firefly. So
Looks
they've
like
done a nice job.
Mobile app, everything awesome.
So, hey, thanks a lot for taking the time to walk through this with me.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for answering the questions, and it was great you guys brought this here to our facility today. And when will we start receiving some of these?
September, you're going to start seeing inventory drop at the Mesa stores.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you so much. Talk to you, Mike.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it. That is the 2025 Grand Design Lineage on the M platform, M Series, Mercedes-Benz, 4-cylinder twin turbo. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.